Jesus is Lord over Shoshone. No, this is not a religious video. But I did hear that line in a movie once, so I figured I'd just open with that. Anyway, we're in Shoshone or Shoshone, California. I'm not really sure how they say it. Could be said either way. If you know the correct way, just put it in the comments. But anyway, we're here and we're gonna poke around this town. It's actually called the Gateway to Death Valley. That's what they consider this place. And we're gonna show you some stuff. There's also a place called Dublin Gulch. That's where the miners built their homes into the dirt or the rock. We'll check that out. And then there's the castle in the clay. So stick around for the video, or you're gonna miss it out, or you will miss out for sure. Now this is the Shoshone Inn. It says they got a pool, but I don't see it. I believe the pool is down the road at the RV park. So, but it's obviously not here at the hotel, so, or motel. This is what you call a motel, not a hotel. Hotel you have in Vegas. Shoshone, you get a motel on the side of the road. So let's see what they got over here. Let's poke around. And if you can see up there, top of that hill on that side of that mountain, they got DV, Death Valley. That's where we are. So I'm gonna tell you, it's hot today. So what we got here? Yeah, there's some passage from some guy, Robert Frost, talking about the road not taken. Well, you know what? And that's kind of the theme of my channel, is the road not taken. You know, we do the off-beaten paths and the kind of different places that most people wouldn't consider going, or just don't have a chance to get to, or they just don't live nearby. So that's what we do. So these are all the points here from Shoshone, California. Las Vegas, 81 miles. So we're not too far from where I live. But you got New York, 2,600 miles or so. Paris, all the great spots. And Dublin Gulch, that's where we're headed. We're going there next. We'll check that out. So here's a different space. This is where we are, Shoshone, California. And that's how far everything else is. That Badwater, we can't get there. That road's closed. So, you know, they're still having issues out here with the big flooding. Here's Anna. She's doing some filming for her own channel, Banana Escape. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. So they got a Chevron gas station here. Look at a gallon. Look at, check this out. Check out the cost of fuel here. Now, we happen to own a diesel vehicle, one of our vehicles, at almost $8 a gallon. That's crazy. That is insane. California, come on, you can do better than that. All right, so you got your Eco Center over here, and there's a visitor center here if you want to come and check it out. You can get a whole kind of map of the valley, kind of points of interest of where to go for Death Valley. Museum, gift shop. And of course, my favorite spot would be the Crowbar Cafe and Saloon. So what do you think? I mean, it's 10:30 in the morning. A little early for a beer, but who knows? Maybe that by the time I get finished filming this video, I'll be ready for a cold one. So, but this is the town right here. This is it. Shoshone, California. I'm liking it. All right, so I'm looking for this thing called Dublin Gulch. Believe it or not, is these miners built this thing back in the 20s. They built these homes into like the rock, into the side of the mountains. And the reason why they did that was because there was just no supplies back in those days. They just couldn't get the materials to build regular homes, so they just kind of dug out homes into the side of the mountain. So another fun fact, well, a fun fact about Dublin Gulch is actually Charles Manson family. They hid out here. They lived out here during the times where they were terrorizing America, or at least California. Sharon Tate. So I'm gonna keep poking around. I mean, I think I see remnants of it, but I want to get the full effect. I want to see. I gotta find the spot. Can't let you guys down. So Anna has given up. Too many big dragonflies flying around or whatever, buzzing. She's in the car. So I'm here. I'm sticking it out for you guys. We're gonna find this place. All right, I mean, come on. It's the Manson family, man. It's their hideout. Who would want to see that? All right, we'll keep looking. Hang tight. Don't go away. Okay, so I have found what they call Dublin Gulch. So I told you I wouldn't disappoint you. I actually re-recruited Anna. We regrouped and we've managed to find it. Believe it or not, I asked 3 people in this town of Shoshone. There's like 22 people that live here. I asked 3 of them. It took me the 3rd person to actually tell me where this is. Nobody else knew where it was at. I mean, you figure you live in a town, it's in your town. I mean, real close by, there's not much else going on. You would think you'd know where it's at, but anyway, here we are. Check it out. Charles Manson. His family members lived here. Well, they would hide out. So I'm gonna try to take a good look inside these bad boys. Now, from what I understand, this member of the Charles Manson family that got expelled from the group was living here. So, I mean, really think of what heinous thing would you have to do to be expelled from that group? I mean, was he not psycho enough, or was he too psycho? I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look inside. You want to go? Enough of me yammering. Let's just go check it out. So these were actually dug out by the miners in the early 1920s, as I was saying earlier, because they didn't have building supplies. They would just dig out a house and would have just enough wood to put a door. So let's see if we can see inside there. Okay, there you go. It's just enough light to see where people lived. You know, I guess this is how they stayed cool in those August days, July days, back in those days. All right, what else we got here? Take a look inside another one of these bad boys. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, these are all locked up, so we can't go inside, but at least I can get the camera to show you what we're looking at. And now we're gonna kind of peek, take a peer around this whole kind of area here. It's kind of cool. Just think about it. I mean, people lived here, you know, in the extreme harsh heat of Death Valley. I mean, you know, back in those days, they didn't have air conditioning. It's not like you can go to the local stores and just cool off back then. I mean, you're out here in the elements. It's just brutal. I don't know how people survive, to tell you the truth. I mean, I've only been out here a couple hours. I've been pounding the water. I'm sweating my butt off. And, yeah, it's tough. This is probably going to be the last Death Valley video I take until things cool off. Because you really underestimate how the elements just wear you out pretty quickly. All right, let's take a little bit more poke around. Let's check it out. All right. So this looks like it's some sort of outhouse. I guess this is where the oh yeah, it is. This is where the miners or the Charles Manson family would do their business. Oh, they got a twofer. That's a duel. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like that double outhouse. I'll tell you something, when I was back in the military, back in Desert Storm, we'd have these gigantic outhouses, and there'd be like a whole row of like 10 people just sitting there talking to you while you're trying to do your thing. I'm there for a reason, man. I don't want to chat. So I like the privacy of just the one. So I don't really like that two for. Oh, let's see what else we got in here. Let's check it out. Ooh, I can actually get in here. It looks like somebody has. All right, so somebody has actually knocked down the door, so we're able to get inside one of these things so we can get a closer look. So they're not really big. I can tell you right now, it's a little cooler in here than it is outside. So that was obviously the whole idea of building it into the cave. So you can see there was like, I don't know what there would be in there. It's kind of too small. Maybe they slept in there and this is the main room or something. I don't know. And there's obviously a vent right there. Well, maybe I can get up top and see up there. Maybe the vents are up there. Let's go take a look. Oh yeah. Stumbling and bumbling. All right, so I've made it on the roof. So I'm gonna wander down here. Check these vents out. It's kind of ingenious. I mean, you figure in the wintertime or whatever, you know, you're cooking. In the wintertime, you want to probably be indoors. Because believe it or not, Death Valley, even in the wintertime, it gets pretty cold. Especially at night. So you want to cook indoors, opposed to, like, say, the barbecue situation. So you would need a vent. And there they are. That is cool. Genius. All right. Okay, so if you're going to come out here, the Dublin Gulch, built in 1920s. I think 1970 is when the last person vacated. They threw them out of here. So California codes, you know, probably, you know, everything's red tape now. Probably wouldn't let them live here. So now it's just a historical place for people to visit. So you can walk up the path from the main road in Shoshone, or you can drive up like we did. You can see them parked down there. It's just too damn hot to walk that, whatever it is, half a mile. So anyway, I try to get my way down here, and we'll catch up a little bit. So we're going to go to the Clay Castle next. I think we can find that. That may be out there in the distance on that road. So if you can see out there, way out there, there's a castle of clay, and we're going to go there. Well, at least I'm going to try to find it. Anyway, stick around so you don't miss out. All right, so there's some locks on the doors there. The security cameras in use. That's pretty funny. I see those signs all the time. They don't mean anything. So, I mean, I'm looking around. I don't see any cameras. Just the one I'm holding. Okay. I'll crack myself up sometimes. Anyway, let's see what else we got around here. Check this out. All right. You know, all I can find that this was just like where we came from was built by the coal miners. So they kind of just built these homes, like the homes over there, into the mountain, and same thing over here. So we're gonna go check it out. So you can see there's some flooding here. Obviously, a lot of rain here in Death Valley the last couple of days. So actually, it's been a week or two of a lot of monsoon. I mean, we're getting crushed this year, you know. with rain. It's unusual. I mean, we get rain, I know in Vegas in August time frame usually, but we got a lot this year. Lake Mead actually went up almost by, they say 1.5 feet or something like that. It's pretty cool. We need the water. So there we go. So I guess they call it the castle in the clay because of the appearance. It looks like a castle. There you go. Okay. So I think this is going to wrap up our video for today. So I showed you Shoshone, showed you a little bit of sights around town there. We took you over to Dublin Gulch, and now over to the castle in the clay. It's getting really hot out, so I'm going to call it a day for now. So I got to go cool off. I know this is Beers and Frontiers, but it's like, you know, still early in the morning for that. And so we'll do some beer drinking in the next video, I promise. But anyway, come back and see us again. Cheers from Beers and Frontiers.